Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever been betrayed? Have you ever given your heart, your trust, your loyalty to someone only for them to throw it away like it meant nothing? Maybe it was a friend, a business partner, a family member. Maybe it was someone who swore they had your back only to stab you in it the moment it was convenient. And in that moment, you felt the pain, the anger, the disbelief. But let me tell you something. Their betrayal will cost them. Because betrayal is not a sign of intelligence, it's not a sign of strategy, it's a sign of weakness, it's a sign of a small mind that doesn't understand the long game. Trust is the invisible currency that underpins every meaningful relationship, from personal connections to business partnerships and even global leadership. It is not just a moral virtue, but a strategic advantage, a force that creates influence, loyalty, and sustained success. Without trust, there is no real power, only short-lived control that eventually collapses under its own weight. Those who understand this principle build empires, while those who underestimate it find themselves surrounded by chaos, betrayal, and ultimately failure. Trust is earned through consistency, integrity, and the ability to deliver on promises. People follow those they trust, not those they fear. A leader who commands trust has a loyal army. A business person who builds trust attracts unwavering clients. And an individual who cultivates trust in relationships experiences deeper and more meaningful connections. This is because trust creates a sense of certainty, a belief that someone or something is reliable, capable, and aligned with our values. When trust exists, people invest their time, energy, and resources without hesitation, knowing that they are in safe hands. On the other hand, the absence of trust breeds doubt, hesitation, and instability. No matter how talented or intelligent someone may be, if they are not trusted, their influence is limited. People will always question their motives, second-guess their words, and hesitate before committing to them. This is why those who manipulate, deceive, or betray others for short-term gain inevitably suffer long-term consequences. They might win a battle, but they lose the war. Their power is an illusion, temporary, and fragile, because once trust is broken, it is almost impossible to rebuild. Even if they try, the doubt lingers, and they are never viewed the same way again. Trust is also the foundation of high-performance teams and thriving organizations. In business, employees who trust their leaders are more engaged, innovative, and willing to go the extra mile. Customers who trust a brand become loyal advocates, spreading its message far and wide. Investors who trust a company's vision provide the financial backing necessary for growth. Every major success story, whether in business, politics, or personal development, has trust at its core. Without it, systems collapse, partnerships dissolve, and even the strongest reputations crumble. What makes trust truly powerful is that it cannot be demanded, it must be earned. It is built through action, through delivering on commitments, through transparency and honesty, even when the truth is uncomfortable. It requires vulnerability, because trust means taking risks, placing faith in others, believing that they will do what is right. And when that trust is honored, it creates an unbreakable bond that leads to greatness. The most powerful people in the world are not those who instill fear, but those who inspire trust. Power that is built on fear lasts only as long as people are afraid, but power built on trust endures for generations. The choice is simple: deceive, manipulate, and ultimately lose everything, or build trust, earn loyalty, and create a legacy that stands the test of time. Betrayal is often seen as a strategic move, a calculated decision made by those who believe they are outmaneuvering others for personal gain. However, the truth is far from this illusion. Betrayal does not demonstrate intelligence, power, or dominance. It exposes fear, insecurity, and a fundamental weakness in character. Those who betray others may believe they have seized control, but in reality, they have revealed their inability to stand on their own merits. Instead of proving strength, they prove their dependence on deceit and manipulation, which are the tools of the weak, not the weapons of the strong. At its core, betrayal stems from a lack of confidence. People who are secure in their abilities, values, and relationships do not feel the need to deceive or manipulate others to succeed. They understand that true strength comes from trust, integrity, and consistency. In contrast, betrayers often act out of desperation to get ahead, to hide their shortcomings, or to compensate for their own inadequacies. They believe that by cutting others down, they elevate themselves, but in reality, they only highlight their own inability to rise on their own. Betrayal also exposes a fundamental flaw in judgment. Those who betray others often assume that their actions will go unnoticed or that the consequences will never catch up to them. This is a sign of short-term thinking and a lack of wisdom. True leaders, true winners, and those who build lasting success understand the importance of long-term relationships and credibility. They know that every action creates a ripple effect, and when someone betrays trust, that ripple turns into a wave that eventually crashes down on them. Even if the immediate effects of betrayal are not visible, the damage is done, and over time, their reputation erodes, their allies disappear, and their influence diminishes. Another key reason why betrayal reveals weakness is that it isolates the betrayer. When someone betrays a friend, a partner, or a team, they may gain a temporary advantage, but they also lose something far greater: support. The world operates on relationships, and trust is its currency. Once someone is known as a betrayer, people become wary of them. They may still have connections, but those connections are superficial, based on convenience rather than loyalty. A strong individual builds alliances that stand the test of time, while a weak individual burns bridges, thinking they will never need to cross them again, only to find themselves stranded and alone. Betrayal reflects an inability to handle conflict with honor. Strong individuals face challenges head-on. They communicate, negotiate, and find solutions without resorting to deception. Weak individuals, however, take the easy way out, choosing to betray instead of confronting problems with integrity. This cowardice is what ultimately leads to their downfall. No one respects a betrayer. Even those who benefit from their betrayal know deep down that a person willing to deceive once will do it again. Betrayal does not make someone powerful, it merely exposes the fragility of their character and the emptiness of their so-called victory. Loyalty is the foundation of strong relationships, successful partnerships, and lasting success. It is the silent force that holds people together through challenges, uncertainty, and adversity. When loyalty is honored, it creates bonds that are unbreakable, leading to trust, respect, and mutual growth. However, when loyalty is broken, the consequences are unavoidable. No one escapes the price of betrayal, no matter how cleverly they try to justify it. The damage may not be immediate, but the price of broken loyalty is inevitable, and it is always paid in full. Betraying loyalty is not just about breaking a promise or deceiving someone. It is about dismantling the very foundation of trust that holds relationships together. Whether in business, friendships, or personal life, once loyalty is shattered, things can never return to the way they were. Even if apologies are made and wounds seem to heal, the memory of betrayal lingers, creating doubt, hesitation, and a sense of vulnerability. The person who was betrayed may move on, but the betrayer is forever marked by their actions. Their reputation is stained, their credibility is questioned, and their relationships become fragile. The price of broken loyalty often manifests in unexpected ways. At first, the betrayer may feel as if they have gained an advantage. Perhaps they secured a better deal, took an opportunity at someone else's expense, or removed an obstacle in their path. But over time, the reality sets in. The people who once trusted them begin to withdraw. Opportunities dry up, and new relationships are built with caution. No one wants to be aligned with someone known for breaking loyalty, because deep down, everyone understands that if they did it once, they will do it again. Success in any area of life is not just about skill, intelligence, or resources. It is about relationships. People thrive in environments where they are trusted, where loyalty is valued, and where they can depend on those around them. When someone betrays that trust, they not only lose an individual connection, they lose the ability to build deeper, long-term alliances. Eventually, they find themselves surrounded by people who either do not trust them or are just as disloyal as they are. In either case, it creates a cycle of instability and paranoia where no one truly stands by them. Even those who seem to have gained power through betrayal eventually face their reckoning. They may reach great heights, but the cracks in their foundation will always be there. They may find temporary success, but they will never have true peace of mind. Loyalty is what allows people to stand strong in difficult times, knowing that they have a network of support. Those who break it may appear strong for a moment, but when challenges arise, they find themselves alone, without the trust and backing of those who once believed in them. No betrayal goes unnoticed, and no broken loyalty is without consequence. The world has a way of making people face the cost of their actions, and when loyalty is shattered, the price is always paid, sooner or later. Betrayal is one of the most painful experiences a person can endure. It shakes the foundation of trust, brings unexpected wounds, and forces an individual to question everything they believed about someone. But while betrayal can break some people, winners use it as fuel. They do not stay in the pain, nor do they allow themselves to be defined by what was done to them. Instead, they rise above it, turning what could have been a devastating setback into a catalyst for unstoppable growth and success. A winner does not dwell on the actions of those who betrayed them. They understand that spending time and energy seeking revenge or obsessing over the injustice only gives power to the betrayer. Instead, they channel that energy into something greater. They sharpen their focus, double down on their goals, and push forward with more determination than ever before. Betrayal becomes the fire that hardens them, making them stronger, wiser, and more resilient. One of the key differences between those who rise above betrayal and those who let it destroy them is perspective. A winner understands that betrayal does not define them, it defines the one who committed it. When someone is betrayed, it is not a reflection of their worth, but of the betrayer's weakness. The betrayer was too small-minded to value loyalty, too short-sighted to see the long-term consequences of their actions, and too insecure to build real success with integrity. Winners recognize this and refuse to let another person's dishonesty dictate their future. Instead of seeking validation or closure from those who wronged them, winners seek progress. They surround themselves with people who truly value and support them, knowing that success is the best response to betrayal. They do not waste time proving a point to those who betrayed them, because their results speak for themselves. When winners rise above betrayal, they prove that no act of disloyalty can hold them back. They do not crumble, they build. They do not retreat, they advance. Rising above betrayal also requires emotional control. The natural reaction to betrayal is anger, sadness, and sometimes even a desire to retaliate. But winners understand that emotions must be managed wisely. They refuse to let anger cloud their judgment or let bitterness poison their future. Instead, they learn from the experience, taking the lesson without carrying the weight of resentment. They recognize that every setback is an opportunity for growth, and betrayal is no different. It teaches them who is truly in their corner and sharpens their ability to discern real loyalty from false alliances. At the core of every great success story, there is someone who was betrayed but refused to let it define them. They turned the pain into progress, the loss into leverage, and the disappointment into dominance. Betrayal does not stop a winner, it propels them forward. Those who betray may think they have won in the moment, but in the end, the true victory belongs to those who rise above. When people are betrayed, underestimated, or wronged, their first instinct is often to seek revenge. The desire to make others feel the same pain they inflicted is a natural response, but true winners know that retaliation is a waste of energy. Instead, they channel that fire into something far more powerful: success. Nothing silences doubters, exposes betrayers, or shatters the expectations of those who try to hold someone back like undeniable, unstoppable success. Revenge fueled by anger is temporary, but success lasts. A person can spend time plotting ways to make someone pay for what they did, or they can invest that same energy into becoming better, stronger, and more powerful. When success is the focus, the tables turn naturally. The people who once doubted or betrayed someone are forced to watch as they rise higher than they ever imagined. The best part? The one who was wrong does not even have to say a word. Their achievements speak for themselves. There's no greater feeling than knowing that the very people who tried to break someone now have to witness their greatness. Those who once laughed, doubted, or betrayed someone will eventually realize their mistake, not because they were confronted, but because they can no longer ignore the reality in front of them. They see the success, the growth, and the unstoppable momentum, and it becomes clear that their actions did not weaken their target. Instead, they made them stronger. Choosing success as revenge also brings peace. When someone is focused on winning, they do not have time to dwell on negativity. They do not waste energy being bitter or replaying past events. Instead, they focus on their goals, their growth, and their future. They create something so valuable that the past no longer matters. This mindset shift is what separates true winners from those who remain stuck in resentment. The most powerful response to betrayal or doubt is not retaliation. It is becoming so successful that the past becomes irrelevant. The irony of success as revenge is that it does not just prove people wrong, it often makes them regret their choices. The friend who betrayed someone, the boss who underestimated them, the rival who tried to sabotage them, they all have to live with the knowledge that they lost someone invaluable. While they stay trapped in their old ways, the person they tried to bring down is moving forward, thriving, and creating a life beyond what they ever imagined. Success is not just about proving a point, it is about rising so high that no one else's actions can hold someone back. The greatest revenge is not making others suffer, it is making their opinions, betrayals, and doubts completely insignificant. When someone reaches a level of success where they no longer even think about those who wronged them, they have already won.